Zane Dawson, calm down. No! Calm down, no! You just hey! Piece of trash! Hey, you got you a funny ass last time we were here. I feel it. If you take another step, I'm gonna break his arm off. Let me tell you something, just because you're pissed off, because you got beat last week, who cares? It's a working man, he's got a family, he's got bills to pay. You sit there and laugh, you maniac. You know I've heard all about you, how you were the devil in disguise. You better tonight, big man. Let him go! You won't get yours tonight, but somebody is making it home. Okay, I get it. You want a shot at Cage? You gotta let the man go tonight. Whatever you want, big man. Let him go. You want me to let him go? Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. I'll let him go. I'll let him go. Let's get some help in here. Let's get some help.
The training of these poor creatures to turn themselves into fighting machines is simply barbaric. 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 Let that word resound from hill to hill. Barbaric.
Aaron Varnam, you saw firsthand what I just did to that bald head angel cross. Do you really think that I care about anything right now? Aaron Varnam, I'll see you later. Midnight Mayhem, as you just witnessed, I really have some stuff loose up here. I really don't have a care about anybody. Midnight Mayhem, you just saw me break the arm of Angel Cross. And now, Dylan Kage is gonna get the leftovers. But Dylan, I got something to tell you. I got plenty more where that comes from. Dylan Kage, you got over on me the last time we were in the ring. But as you can see, what I just did to him and what I just did to the host of Midnight Mayhem, I really don't know what I'm gonna do, Dylan. So you better pray to your Indian God or whoever you pray to that I have mercy on you. But Dylan, that's not gonna happen.
Welcome to Midnight Mayhem. This is the first time you're hearing from me tonight, other than the assault that took place earlier, about 5 minutes ago. I'm confused as to what's happening already. We see a man, Zane Dawson, on a rampage, and he's on a crime spree, if you will. Now let me give you something. Let me tell you something. Dylan Kage, this man you're seeing right now, is going to have to take on a crazed maniac. The criminal definition of battery, a physical act that results in harmful or offensive contact with another person without the person's consent, involving an additional aggravating factor, such as the infliction of serious bodily injury or the use of a dangerous weapon. Folks, what we saw earlier tonight constitutes as assault and battery from the man Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson should be arrested right now. He should be taken, and they should throw the book at that damn man right there. Zane Dawson and Dylan Kage are in this matchup. It is a last man standing matchup. And I guarantee you, the crazed look in the eyes that I just saw is something I don't want to see again. I'm telling you, folks, Dylan Kage has this monumental task ahead of him, almost a Herculean task to take down that man right there, Zane Dawson. Dylan Kage, watching Zane Dawson, Dylan Kage up and over, taking Zane Dawson straight down to that unprotected floor. Folks, that man, Zane Dawson, deserves every bit of punishment that Dylan Kage can bring to him. I know a couple weeks ago we saw some dirty dealings by the One Angel Cross, but he didn't deserve what happened to him earlier tonight. He didn't deserve his arm broken in front of these fans. And Dylan Kage repaying the favor right there. Dylan Kage wants to break Zane Dawson's arm. These fans are out for blood, and they want Dawson's blood to be shown tonight. Dylan Kage attacking, offensive on Zane Dawson, and the more the better. Just punish that man, that bully. Punish him for what he's been doing to Midnight Mayhem. The look, the grimace behind the face of Zane Dawson, the look of just agony. He deserves every bit of it. Folks, I'm sorry if I'm sounding like an angry person, but I am. I was just choked backstage. I have no good words to say about Zane Dawson. And what Dylan Kage is doing right now, just working and wrenching the wrist and arm and AC joint of Zane Dawson, the more of it, the better, Dylan Kage. Tonight, we are all Dylan Kage. Zane Dawson getting thrown to the mat. Dylan Kage stomping at the shoulder of Zane Dawson. And he deserves it all. Zane Dawson able to reverse Dylan Kage. Dylan Kage being caught and slammed to the mat. But it doesn't faze that man. That man is on a mission tonight, and that mission is to repay all the faults that Zane Dawson has brought to the light right now. Dylan Kage, Zane Dawson. This is a last man standing match, folks. The rules couldn't be any simpler. The last man standing after a count of 10 is your winner. And right now, Dylan Kage with the fans on his back, we're hoping it's going to be Dylan Kage tonight. Zane Dawson picking up and catching Dylan Kage and throwing him to the mat. Slow Boy Steven starting the count. The first official count of the match. 3. He has got to the count of 10 to get back to his feet. Dylan Kage gathering his wits about him, and he is trying to get back to his feet. Zane Dawson attacking Dylan Kage, but that also resets the ref's count. Folks, there's no rules in this matchup. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. And I hope Dylan Kage is able to stop that maniac in the middle of the ring. Zane Dawson attacking Dylan Kage in the turnbuckle. And Dylan Kage, once again, getting the count by the ref. And Zane Dawson, relentless assault on Dylan Kage. This is 3 forms of assault and battery that man has had tonight. They could lock him away for years. And I don't understand why we haven't called the Robeson County Police. I don't understand why he's allowed to walk free around this ring, and we're just allowing him to rip at the eyes, rip at the nose, rip at the mouth of Dylan Kage. I am befuddled, folks. I don't know what's going on. Dylan Kage asking why. I'm asking why. The question is, why the bully Zane Dawson is out free right now. Zane Dawson with a hammering left-hand blow to the face of Dylan Kage. Another one, Dylan Kage fighting back. But Zane Dawson, a little worse for wear, his arm hurting from Dylan Kage earlier in the matchup, trying to get Dawson back for what he did earlier to Angel Cross. Folks, we have to take a break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Midnight Mayhem. Dylan Kage still trying to get to his feet. This is a last man standing matchup. The last person standing is your winner. And Zane Dawson is attacking Dylan Kage. Folks, we have seen, this episode is one of the heaviest episodes I think we've ever had on this show. Things have happened in this episode that have been viewed as shocking. Against the norm. I'm not the fun, jovial self that you usually see or hear on Midnight Mayhem. I'm a man that's pissed off and ready for Dylan Kage to beat the holy hell out of Zane Dawson. I was assaulted earlier in the evening. Angel Cross was assaulted earlier in the evening, and right now, Dylan Kage is being assaulted by Zane Dawson. A Dawson brand beating. I don't care what you call it, Zane. I call it criminal. Zane Dawson thinks just because he won the PWI Heavyweight Championship against Shane Helms, Hurricane Shane Helms, that he can do whatever he wants to do. He thinks that he rules the world of professional wrestling in the Carolinas. He doesn't, folks. He's a human being. He may be a big mountain of a man, an ogre, if you will, a criminal nonetheless. Folks, if you enjoy what you're seeing, if you want to see some history on Midnight Mayhem, if you want to see a wrestler who's not a criminal, find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Midnight Mayhem CW21. You can find their archives, all of our YouTube archives. You can see Dylan Kage beating that man, Zane Dawson, in the middle of the ring. You can see that, folks. But right now, things are not looking good for Kage. The War Eagle's wings have been clipped. Zane Dawson just staring at him. just staring, the evil in his eyes just boiling over, waiting for Dylan Kage to get back up so he can inflict more pain into the War Eagle. Slow boy Steven counting, and folks, he's up to 7 right now. 8. Come on, Dylan. Dylan, back on his feet. And he is able to duck under Zane Dawson twice, and a beautiful missile drop kick. Zane Dawson on his back, Dylan Kage on his back. Ref, start that count. Dylan Kage, I'm willing you. I am making you get up. You are gonna get up and you are gonna beat Dawson. Come on, Dylan. Do this for the rest of the audiences. Do this for every single person in this arena. Do this for Midnight Mayhem, Dylan. Seven, folks, 7. Both men trying to get up, trying to get them behind him. Both men back on their feet. This match still underway. Dylan Kage with a right. Zane Dawson with a right. Kage. Dawson. Kage. 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 Come on, Dylan. You've got this. Kage. Dylan. Dylan off the ropes. Zane Dawson a swing and a miss. Dylan Kage able to flip over. And a beautiful head scissor takedown. Zane Dawson reeling. Dylan Kage able for a swing and neck breaker. A guillotine leg drop, perhaps. Both men back on the mat. Dylan Kage, the first. He's stirring a little bit. You know that Dylan Kage is going to get back on those feet, and hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers, that criminal is not. Come on, folks. Come on, folks. Let's get Kage up. Let's will that man to beat that monster. Dylan Kage back on his feet first. Ref still counting. Dawson back on his feet. Kage to the turnbuckle, blocking Dawson. Dylan Kage getting a punch to the face and able to fight back. Folks, this is something we see, a very interesting maneuver right there, but Dylan Kage was not able to get it. Zane Dawson scouted it out from a previous matchup they had together. And here he is. This time he's got it. The spinning DDT. Dawson is out. And just look at the pure exhaustion in both men. Both of these men, I can't take anything away from Zane Dawson. Both of these men have pulling on a hell of a fight so far. And folks, I'm not using wrestling match tonight. This is a fight. This is tooth and nail. This is what you're seeing right now. Shouldn't be considered professional wrestling. This should be considered a fight. Dylan Kage getting back to his feet first. Zane Dawson still climbing to his feet. Kage going over to Dawson. Hammering a blow down to his face. And Kage getting slammed into the turnbuckle. Both men colliding. Folks, what you're seeing here tonight, a last man standing matchup between Dylan Kage, Zane Dawson. If you weren't able to see the first few minutes of Midnight Mayhem, you missed a lot. Angel Cross, the man that was reffing the first matchup between these two men, had some crosswords with Zane Dawson, became a controversial figure when he fast counted, quote unquote, Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson none too happy with that ruling. That's why at the beginning of this matchup, we saw Angel Cross get brutally assaulted by Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson broke his arm, just like he's doing right now. This was the same maneuver that broke the arm of Angel Cross, and he's about to do the same thing to Dylan Kage. That man, that maniacal mastermind of just pain and bully and just anger, I don't know what to say. the raging id that is in the ring right now, Zane Dawson. Sounds like Angel Cross is coming out. I don't know why Angel Cross is coming out. Angel needs to have his arm looked at professionally. And he's talking to Zane Dawson like that is going to do anything right now. Angel, you just had your arm broken by this man. I heard the screaming and wailing come out of your mouth. Dylan Kage, the same move that took Zane Dawson out in their first matchup. Perhaps this is going to win it for him. But the ref is distracted. The count is not going on. Kage taking it upon himself to make the count himself. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dylan Kage should be your winner. Ref, Angel Cross, the man should not be ringside. He is losing this matchup for Dylan Kage. Zane Dawson grabbing the chain that we saw earlier and going straight across the head of Dylan Kage. Angel Cross, not much help, but he was a detriment to Dylan Kage. Slow Boy Steven finally counting. 4, 5, both men still down. There has to be a winner in this matchup. 6, 7. Come on, Dylan. 8. Oh, God, Dylan. Get up, Dylan. 9. Get up, Dylan. Oh, God. Your winner, Zane Dawson. I'm very disappointed in the outcome of this matchup. But what does that mean? Angel Cross, Dylan Kage, Zane Dawson. Folks, you're just going to have to keep watching Midnight Mayhem and find out what that means coming up. Thank you for watching tonight.
The training of these poor creatures to turn themselves into fighting machines is simply barbaric. Barbaric! Let that word resound!
We lay it on the line every single time we're in the ring. Like, that's the last time we're gonna wrestle.
We're all out there giving up our bodies to entertain you guys. It's worth it. This stuff's awesome, so check it out.
Cherish these experiences because you're going to get something out of it that you never quite expected.